Hey everyone, welcome back. And today we are going to see one Capgemini question. Okay, so it's an interesting one. If you look at the input and output, we're just removing the duplicates. So if you understand the, from our previous videos, if you understand the techniques, I think you might get an idea now. So if you're new to the channel, you can click on the link above. Okay, I'll just ping the link to check our playlist. Okay, so it has all these varieties. Okay, so string varieties, string transformations. So later we can see some complex scenarios. Okay, like SE type. So we have one SE type 1 and type 2 type 3 video. Okay, so I will just share that in coming days. So meanwhile we'll just solve this today. Okay, so let's get started and then see if you see the expectation here, just a string transformation. Okay, how will okay, and then duplicate removal. So that's it. Okay, so these two things they'll be checking. Okay, see, not only in Abinitio, even if you are, if you are a PySpark developer, or if you see for a data engineer, you should understand the string transformation. And then, normally in SQL or wherever, okay, like rank function, duplicate removal. Okay, so in Abinitio, you'll get the question, how will you remove the duplicates without using a dedupe sort? So, being a data engineer, you should know these common things. Okay, even if you go in a Unix side, okay, so we'll just consider focus on the Unix side later. Okay, so we have plenty of questions over here. So even if you take Unix side, you don't need to focus on network or other areas. Okay, other processing questions. Okay, you just have to focus on how you're dealing with the data. Okay, so if you are trying to access second row, second field, or delete some rows, okay, so how will you write the shell scripting code? Okay, so you have to focus on that part. So generally the interview will be like this. Okay, even if you see, even if you're applying for data engineer or PySpark or wherever, okay, wherever you go, that's the expectation. So concept checklist. So here, as I already specified in the the thumbnail. Okay, so vector plus filter. Okay, so you must know how you are, okay, how you are, you must know how to define a vector. Okay, I mean here we need to know the functions. Okay, functions. Okay, vector plus string. So you must know the functions. Okay, so these functions. So if you don't see, if you don't understand these functions, it will get, it will get trickier. Okay, so more trickier in the interview. Okay, so you must know all the necessary functions. Okay, so lpad, trim, and then you have substring. Okay, concat. So all the important string functions. So if you want me to put a video for, for the important functions, and then important things that you need to know before interview. Okay, before you apply for interview, just let me know. Okay, let me know in the comments. I'll just put on general video. Okay, general conceptual video. Okay, so regarding your interview process. Okay, so interview is going on still. So even though like positions are limited, Abinitio interview is going on still. So focus on cracking the interview at first or second attempt. Okay, maximum. So just let me know in the comments if you want that. Okay, and then second point, handling the components. Okay, so you must know how to handle the components. I think basic components. So first, okay, I'll just give you. So first you must get 100% thorough in this basic components. Why is that? Because 8 out of 10 questions will focus on focus on checking your basic understanding, and then your component ETL designs. Okay, so rest, see, maximum rest 2 or 3 questions you will get in plans or meta hub. Okay, in okay, meta hub, and in continuous flows. Okay, so whatever other other complex scenarios. So first you have to understand, first you have to break these like 8 questions. Okay, crack 8 questions. Okay, and then and then you can study this later. Okay, so for this use case, see, if you understand the input and output, okay, how is getting transformed. If you see that you have the duplicates removed in the output side. Okay, so you have to first you have to find out. Okay, a single row is getting transformed to single row. Okay, there's nothing. That's just a row change. Okay, a data change. Other than that, there is no record insertion. Okay, there's no, like, one row is not getting converted into multiple rows. Okay, not happening here. So the thing is, we can just go for reformat here. Okay, so when you see the use case, you have to find out. Okay, I think you are you are watching the videos, right, so far. So you have to find out just within like 1 or 2 seconds. You have to find out. Okay, but first we have to go to, like, you will be using a reformat component, and then you have to code there, and then you have to check. Okay, So decision should not be, you should not take time for deciding the component. So and then don't choose the wrong component. Okay, some people still, okay, I find, okay, in the interview I find some people are choosing wrong component for, even for this example. Okay, 1 2 3 4 convert into 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. Okay, even when I take interviews these days, okay, last week I know I did one interview, okay, with one candidate. So for this use case 1 2 3 4, if you want to convert it into this this one, okay, this output, how will you convert? Okay, by using reformat or normalize. Okay, so you have to go for normalize, right? So the thing is, you have to practice a use case, you have to know why you are going for normalize, you have to know why you are going for reformat. Okay, so practice well. Okay, so we'll just, okay, so reformat, I'll just use a reformat, and then I'll just separate the string as a vector. Okay, reinterrupt. Okay, I'll just convert this. Okay, convert means like reinterrupt. Okay, I'll just going to make some other representation, a vector representation, and then I have to remove the duplicates, and then I have to join back. Okay, join back a string. Okay, so that's the function I'm going to do in reformat. Okay, next, after that, while joining, there may be some blanks. Okay, so for that I'll be using filter to remove the blank. Okay, so we'll just see both the code here. So first, reformat code. Okay, so in the reformat, that's just a one line. Okay, just a one line. For the skeleton, like, you can follow other other videos in the reformat. You can directly check my reformat playlist. Okay, so I'll just give you only one core line. Okay, so out dot data. Okay, if you consider this as a data field. Okay, so that's a declared as a string. Okay, DML string. So what we'll do is that string, I'll just come, okay, come from the inside. Okay, so first I'll just reinterpret. Okay, reinterpret as, first I have to convert it into string. Okay, of size equal each one character. Okay, so comma in dot data. So this will give you a vector. So you have to receive this in a vector. Okay, so while receiving it in vector, okay, so this will give you, for example, for the second row, ggh. Okay, so for ggh it will give you a vector member. Okay, so it will be like this, vector member g h h. Okay, so now okay, now we have to ggh, now we have to apply the vector functions. So you must know what are the functions available in vector. Okay, so we have vector sort, right? So vector sort dedupe. Okay, so we have that function. You can go and check in that Abinitio website. Okay, so for learning that function, so we have this function. So vector sort dedupe first, so we have this, so that will remove this one. Okay, so it will keep only first okay, first one. Okay, so it will remove the duplicate. Okay, so when you apply this function over this, so this line, okay, this one will give you a vector okay, like this, and then this function, okay, will apply this duplicate removal, and then it will give you this output. Now still we have it, we have the certain vector, so we have to join back to string. So for that you have to do a string join. So I didn't close the bracket. Okay, first I'll just open the bracket. So for this bracket I have to close. Okay, so I'll just close the bracket. Okay, for the vector. Now for the string join. Okay, so how am I going to join to some blank or something? Okay, so this is a code. Okay, this is a one line code. This will, okay, convert, okay, from vector into string. Okay, so gh. Okay, some space, you might incur some space. Okay, space or something. Okay, so for that we are using filter by expression. In filter by expression you can give the select expression command. Okay, so what is that? You have to you will get, see, when you do this, when you do string join. Okay, so you will get space in the next row. Okay, space blank or something. Okay, here blank, some blank rows will be there, will be, will come. Okay, so for that you can you can avoid the blank rows. Okay, you have to discard the blank rows. Okay, so for that you can do not. Okay, not is blank, and then in dot data. Okay, if you apply this in a filter expression. Okay, so normally, see, normally when you handle a project, you might know. Okay, if you are a senior developer, whenever you have to check the data. Okay, if you want to correct, like if you want to handle the raw data. Okay, from source, like from the from the reform. See, if you want to handle that like null check and blank check, normally normally the practice is you'll be doing, okay, you'll be doing both, okay, both null check and blank check, okay. So you'll check for both both of this, okay. I think you won't have this one, okay. So 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 that's okay. So you configure the filter component and then configure reform. So these two are the main ideas, okay, for this use case. So mainly you have to understand how you are, how you are separating into vector and then how you are like converting back into string. So after that, if you have any blanks or any nulls, just put a file watcher, okay. After after reformat, okay, after reformat component, you just put a file watcher, okay, put a file watcher and then watch, watch the data flow, and then just check if there is any blanks or not, okay. So I'll join, okay. So if there's any blanks, then blank rows, okay, blank rows you can just avoid that, okay. So blank rows, then you can avoid that, in a filter, okay. That's it. So that's it. And then you can, you just have to okay, just have to practice it, and then it'll come in handy, okay, in the interview. So I'll just see you guys in the next video, okay.